Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Closers Podcast. I'm here today with none other than special guest Joey, the ass man Norris.
Hello.
He's
How is everyone?
He's the assistant manager here at our store. And then, of course, we got the two returning guests, Erwin, the Magic Man, who never said anything other than "ye" on the other podcast, and then we got Quinn K returning. The Moon Dog. The Moon Dog. Yes, sir. All right, so today, first, before we get into the topics that my guest Joey wants to talk about, I just want to disclose or to, highlight what this podcast is about. It's really about just me, Marco. I didn't say that was my name before, but that's my name. I'm going to be interviewing my friends and coworkers and family. And talk about their interests and their passions and what they want to talk about. I want to give the people in my life a voice, and I think that's important. I think you don't have to be famous in order to have interesting opinions, and I feel like a lot of podcasts out there just shut the fuck up.
That's a lie.
I feel like a lot of podcasts out there, they just talk about nothing other than just what famous people are doing or their opinions. So
I will see myself out.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, one of your tweets got 3,000.
One of my tweets almost had 3,000 likes. I'm pretty famous.
Oh,
thanks.
yeah, okay, right, sure. So that's what this is about.
BJ Penn followed me on Twitter once.
Who?
BJ Penn.
He followed you on Twitter?
Yeah, BJ Penn followed me on Twitter before I deleted my account.
Oh, I thought before he could have unfollowed you?
I guess that makes me more famous than all of you.
Right.
It sure does. Wow, I'm sorry.
Sick.
Wow, we are in the midst of brown royalty today.
Yes, we are. Oh, shit. That's hella loud. So, yeah, we basically... I just wanted to highlight that real quick before we moved on to the other topics at hand, because I had a lot of questions on the last episode of what is this about? Why is there so many topics being discussed? It's because that's what the guest wanted to fucking talk about.
I think you literally said it's a show about nothing.
It is the show about nothing.
It's literally whatever the hell we want to talk about.
And I will
Starts off as nothing.
It's our show, not yours, so shut the fuck up and listen. You're welcome.
Exactly.
Thank you, next.
So, next, Joey. How are you doing today?
I'm actually doing well. I had a pretty good day today. It was pretty slow here at the office.
Really?
Not a lot of people came in, thank God.
Any stories? Because you and Erwin worked today. So any story, anything crazy happen that you could disclose without using any of the customers' names?
Legally, I don't have my lawyer present, so I don't think I could say anything. But no, it wasn't too crazy today.
Well, that's good. Erwin, anything?
Yeah. Nah, it was a chill day.
It was chill?
It was pretty. We didn't really do
that's
much.
Good. So, you wanted to talk about...
Well, first, kind of tell me a little bit about myself, because Quinn got to do that. I'm not about to sit here and...
Apparently, no one
cares. You fucking assholes. I'm so boring. You won't think I'm boring when I show up to your house with your mother's face on you.
Okay, the Moon Dog himself.
That turned violent
Holy
real quick.
Shit. Okay. Damn, I'm not ready for. I wasn't ready for that.
It's a pizza. I'm sorry.
It is the pizza. Yeah, sure. Not 420. Anyways, so Joey, who tell us about yourself. Do a little show and tell.
Well, I'm 23. I like long walks on the beach, big dicks, and fried chicken.
He's single, guys out there. Very interested.
No, 23. I've been living in Elk Grove for all my life. It's kind of a whatever city. Not much happens unless you actually go into the heart of Elk Grove, because I live in the rural community area, so it's a bunch of fucking farmland. Going to school, living my life, just living the American dream as non-financially stable as I can.
Oh yeah, like most people our age.
Yeah,
it's not financially stable. It fucking sucks.
Not even mentally stable, honestly.
Nope.
No, not. Oh, let me tell you.
Check me into a psych ward.
You probably will be there one day. But so, you, sir, are gay.
Accusations and assumptions.
Is that correct?
That is 100% correct, my guy.
Okay.
I didn't know. I quit.
Yeah, I'm as they say, a homosexual.
Nice. And how long have you been out for?
Okay, so I knew I had some type of I wasn't normal, so to speak, in third grade.
Yeah. It's like society's a definition
Yeah, like
of
I
what
knew I liked
normal
boys. I
is.
knew I liked boys. I knew I had a
Right.
feeling towards boys in like 3rd grade.
Right.
And it kind of not really backfired, but I was picked on a lot. I got like remember those red dodgeballs?
Oh,
I would
yeah.
get those thrown at me.
What?
Yeah, on the playground, just get those thrown out on me.
I would too, though.
Just for standing there.
What?
Yeah, just for standing there, just for being around, just for not being a dude, so to speak, not
Oh,
being the
not being, like,
masculine,
not fitting the mold.
fucking macho man Randy Savage.
Are you
type
sure
of
that
deal.
that's why they threw them at you?
Oh, that's definitely why they threw
really?
them at me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe you. I'm just asking.
And then in 8th grade, I actually had a girlfriend who, now that I think about it, was really just a pity relationship.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
she was not the greatest.
In what way?
Her and her sister had like throat surgery, so they sound like a lot like Darth Vader.
Oh, shit.
And like months into
Can you mimic their voice?
I can't
Please?
do it justice.
Please.
So anyway, she sounded like she had like the fucking like smoker thing.
That sounded like chocolate.
Yeah. Anyway, my name sounds like this, and no. So
Simpson sisters.
yeah, Marge. Did you say Marge or Homer?
Marge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Margis. Yeah.
But like months into the relationship, she was like, "Oh, your mom's my mother-in-law, and I want to have kids at like 15."
Shit. How old
And
were you?
I was in 8th grade, so
What the
13,
fuck?
14 at the time.
Yeah, that's.
So I was like, and the
sketchy.
only way she would communicate with me was through notes during passing period.
Wow.
So how did I break up with her?
A note.
Through a note during passing period.
Oh, of
and I did it
course.
on Valentine's Day too.
Oh, did
I didn't realize it was Valentine's Day till like the day after, and I was like, "Oh shit,
on
whatever."
Valentine's Day.
That's when I knew I was a savage gay. When I didn't give a shit about someone's feelings.
That is pretty savage.
And then I guess I finally like came out officially, so to speak, like 9th grade. So I was going into high school, and I was like, I just need to like affirm it. Mm-hmm. So
That's cool.
I've been really technically out since about 9th grade, but to me, I've been out since I was in 3rd grade.
Wow, 3rd grade.
It's quite a young age, and
That
to have a family that's really supportive,
Right.
it means a lot.
A lot of
It means so much to me.
a lot of people don't have that. So yeah, you are in a way, I would say, very fortunate.
I'm one of the lucky ones. Yeah, I'm not one of the. I'm not a statistic. I'm not a homeless youth on the street.
Yeah. There's a large number of those that I've met, especially living in San Francisco for a year. I met a lot of people. Who
Even
are
here in
that.
Sacramento, it's kind of big.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. So you have been a participant in the LGBT community for, like actively since I would say maybe like 10th grade, I'd assume.
Yeah, like 9th grade was kind of like, all right, this is what it is. Let's get the ball rolling. 10th grade was kind of like, all right, I know what I am. I know what my community is.
Right.
And I even taught myself, some of the past stuff, exactly where Pride started, exactly how it started, who started it. So, I mean, that's when I kind of got the ball rolling in advocacy, I guess you could say that's the word.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until my senior year where I actually did a senior project that reflected me because I tried to donate blood my senior year, and they turned me away.
Why?
Because on the form it says if you've had sex with the same gender since 1970, I think it was, which was around the AIDS epidemic,
Right.
you can't donate blood.
That's the same way with plasma.
I can't donate plasma, but junkies can shoot up their arms and still donate blood.
What the fuck?
And even if I, were to have protection, I still can't donate because I've had contact. I can't donate.
That's fucking stupid.
They changed it now where it's like if you have to be celibate for a whole 12 months, and it's still the same discrimination, In 12 months, a whole lifetime, you still can't donate blood simply because you are who you are. And that's absolutely shitty. So I took on my senior project to write to legislative and say, hey, look, this is what's happening. We need to somehow change the laws. Now, do I think that my senior project helped change the laws? No, I don't. Because I'm one person.
Right, yeah.
So there might have been others who felt the same way and advocated for the same thing. And maybe even those in Congress that were like, hey, this is kind of outdated.
Yeah.
But then they didn't really change it. They just changed the time frame and still kept it discriminatory. So, I mean,
so that's still
it's
the
a yay
same.
boo type of thing,
But is it still... Sorry, you might have said this, but is it still the same as that now? Like, what you experienced, like, gay people still can't give blood?
We still can't give blood if we are not celibate for a whole 12 months.
Oh, wow.
So if I were to have sex tomorrow, I have to be 12 months celibate in order to donate blood again.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So like I said, it's still kind of like, sorry, you can't do it because you're gay. And who the fuck's gonna stay celibate for a whole year?
And there's like no way they could like
Well,
confirm
well,
that,
that's
could
the
they?
thing. You would think they could screen the blood.
Like you could easily, you could easily just be like no,
Yeah, I could easily say no.
but it's the principle of it.
Exactly, it's the principle that, you know, even if, because I always get tested. I get tested every 3 months for that stuff because
that's good.
You know.
So
And-
this is a stupid question.
Oh,
I know the answer to this, but some people might not. You know, I didn't know the answer to this till I was maybe 20 years old. So how do
just yesterday?
Shut the fuck up. How do you get tested for STDs regularly? Like, obviously, go to the doctor, but like, is there a specific place you can go, like clinically?
You can go to Planned Parenthood. I'm on the state program for Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
Because my household doesn't make enough income.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the state helps if I go to Planned Parenthood to help pay for tests.
Right.
Tests are swabs in the mouth, tests are swabs in the anus, and tests are also blood tests.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I think even sometimes a urine test, too. 'Cause
Interesting.
You can find a lot of stuff in your system.
See, we like to help the people on this podcast. We
And
like
let me
to
tell
educate.
you, getting those tests done is a
Is it pain?
anxiety-ridden thing.
Yeah, it was pretty anxiety-ridden when I've gone through it.
I just
yeah.
hate needles, so.
Yeah, that's pretty soon. Yeah.
But I have tattoos.
What about? Oh, needles. Yeah,
Yeah.
tattoos. But I mean, it's different though.
Definitely different.
I think it's different.
Wow, Quinn, who was that? Who did you just swipe
For
right on?
for those listening, he just pulled up his Tinder and showed.
Showed a busty woman. Busty gal.
Nice, Quinn. Nice. I like it.
Busty guy.
It was my picture, I'm sorry.
Ironically enough.
I know, yeah.
Talking about this. But no, so I mean, but things for me have gotten a lot of easier in life.
Well, that's good.
You know, with
Since when?
acceptance and whatnot. No,
Okay.
just with acceptance in general, especially since after high school, because I met a lot of cool people who were just like, fuck it. Like,
Do you think?
what's the big deal?
Do you think that pertains, or that's a cause of society as in general becoming more accepting, or just your community, like locally, like Oak Grove, Sacramento area, or do you mean like who has become accepting? Do you think everybody has, or just...
I think society is progressing towards a more progressive viewpoint. You know, we have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? What's the structure here I'm looking for? There's just a lot more acceptance. Like, you look at people and you just go, all right, cool, they're gay. All right, cool, they're transgender.
Right.
Like, it don't affect me. I'll still bake them a fucking cake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be like, no, sorry, I can't bake you a cake for your gay wedding. It goes against my religion. Fuck your religion. Because my gayness doesn't affect your God.
your gayness?
My homosexuality does not affect your God.
What a
your
topic to bring
Buddha.
up.
Yeah,
The
like
day before Easter's,
yeah,
Zombie
right,
Jesus
right a
Day.
day before Easter, before he risen. So woohoo, good for him. Don't shake your head at me, Quinn. You know it's true.
But it's Jesus.
Yeah, and Jesus, Jesus, they're all the same when they're inside you. You're welcome.
I love
You brought it.
You did bring it.
Fair play.
You
Brought it.
pitch that ball and I over left field wall.
Left field wall. So you okay?
Left field, right field. But no,
Nice.
society itself has gotten more accepting. I'm glad to see that.
Yeah. No, that
I'm
is
glad
good.
to see it in my family too, because like I said, I had a really nice upbringing with my family.
Right.
My dad was a little hesitant with it all because, you know, I'm his first son, and so you're like, hey, the first son, you know, got to be, you know, the bloodline carrier, so to speak,
I never
traditionally.
understood that the mentality. Because I mean, if you have three sons, like if you have just kids, like your bloodline's
Well,
living
even if I
on.
was his only son, I could kind of understand it because it's like, you
your
know,
only son, yeah.
or even just if I had one brother, I could still understand because it's your first son, you know. Because my brothers are 5 and 7 years apart from me, so there's a bit of a difference between the age gap, and then, you know, with getting married and having kids, there's a huge wait if it happens.
Right.
So it's like they would kind of want kids a little faster because I was the firstborn.
Right.
But
Yeah.
It wasn't until probably about 2-3 years ago where he got more accepting and it kind of like was like, this is what it is. I can't change it.
That's awesome.
And even he sends me HIV articles with testing,
Wow.
you know, and just updates and whatnot.
No,
So,
your dad is awesome.
Yeah.
We all know him personally here at where we work, and he's a fucking great
Yeah,
guy.
you almost slipped where you work there, buddy.
Oh, I mean, we work at a store. I mean, that's not like
You almost dropped it.
shout out to Greg again.
So even in the community, the LGBT plus community itself, there's a lot of hate.
Yes.
There's a lot of...
No one really talks about that. That's
Yeah,
why I
no
want to
one-
talk about this specifically.
The sub-communities, as in the femme, the mask, you know, the twink, bear, otter, whatever you want to call yourself, the
otter.
transgender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. There's tons of names. Trust
You
me,
got
I
to
get-
break that down for us
I
a
get
little
so
bit.
confused.
Could you
All
break
right,
that down real
so-
quick? Because I want to
So
know.
a twink
Yes.
is your typical skinny, like 25-year-old who doesn't have a whole lot of muscle, but has some type of muscle, you know, what's what I'm looking for? Muscle.
Like they have some
definition.
somewhat definition, but not a whole lot.
Yeah. And, you know, they're just the young, you know, naive little jackasses.
Sounds like the Magic Man.
Yeah, it sounds like Erwin over here.
Erwin, you're a twink, bro. I'm sorry.
Honest to God, you probably would be classified as a twink if you were of the LGBT faith. Blessed be. And then Quinn would probably, if Quinn had more hair, he'd probably be considered an otter. And an otter is a step down from bear, who is the burly, you know, super hairy masculine guys, or even feminine, because they're both considered that.
Right.
That's kind of where the subdivisions of the community break down.
Okay.
Dogs of the seas.
Yeah.
Otters.
Yes, I was like, what?
And that makes sense. Just as also knowing your GOT house, that makes a lot of sense. The Greyjoys?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was your last podcast. This is my podcast. We're going to skip that.
I'm the one who brought it up, so it's fine. But
yeah, so I mean, there's, you know, those subdivisions and the subcultures.
Right.
And when it comes to masculine and feminine, even there's a big clash.
Really? In what way?
Because many people view the feminine side of the gays as the stereotypical, you know, floating around, coming to clean your house fairy type. And a lot of the people in the community hate that because it gives them a bad name. No, in reality, your masculine self who hates on your own community gives the community a bad name.
How do they hate on themselves?
We can't even come together for things without people going, ew, you're femme, I can't date you because you're femme, because you're not your stereotypical manly mask self.
Right.
Dude, you take dick in the ass, you're not mask, you're a fucking gay.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how buff you are, how deep your voice is. You suck dick.
Right.
Bottom line.
Yeah. But so you're saying, like, people who correct me if I'm wrong, please, but what you're saying is people who consider themselves more masculine and are somewhat prejudiced towards the more feminine people within the community, that they're wrong for that because they're also, I mean, they are gay at the end of the day. That's
Absolutely.
What you're saying.
You know, we have to come together at some point and just realize that we're a community. You know, through thick and thin.
Right.
Because in reality, it was a transgender woman by the name of Marsha P. Johnson who started the Stonewall riots in '69, which ended up becoming what Pride is today.
Right.
So hating on the femmes, hating on the drag queens, the, you know, gender nonconformity, the you know, the transgender, you're hating on your roots. And if you hate your roots, you hate yourself, and that's what we don't need to do.
Interesting. So I, as not a member of that community, don't ever really see. Shut up. Don't really ever see that that type of hate, like towards one another. Is it more of a private hate? Is more of a hate that doesn't really get talked about a whole lot, in the sense of, like, it never gets displayed. There's never, like, fights breaking out over it, but it's more just like within circles you hear.
There's never, like, actual, like, on the street, on site type of fades. You know, no type of fights or anything like that.
Right.
It's more the online stuff when you get to the online dating.
Oh, okay. Online, yeah.
Like, I see it a lot on Grindr where it's like no fats, no femmes, no Asians, no blacks, no Latinos.
All right, I could see that.
You know, and it's like, why? Like, the no Asians, no blacks, no Latinos, you're racist, first of all. It's not a preference. You're just a fucking racist.
I mean...
And then the no fats and no femmes, it's like... I mean, you can say, you don't say no Asians, because that's just like, wow, you don't even want to talk as a friend.
Yeah.
It's like just plain out no Asian, like that's really...
No, that makes
really
sense.
terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I could understand, kinda, if you're just like, look, I'm not looking, you know, you're not my type.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. The race doesn't have to be part of it. You're just not my type.
But I mean, race can be part of the type.
It can, but when you use it in that way,
Yeah, like
where you're
especially
like
in
strictly
your,
no.
Yeah, in your bio when you're just like, yeah, if you're on Tinder and you just see, yeah, no Mexicans, no none of this.
Yeah,
it's like,
no
whoa.
Guatemalans. Like get real specific.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck? Like, okay, why don't you just like not swipe on the person and just
Exactly,
let
just-
it go?
Exactly.
Like-
let it go. Like just say
Yeah.
sorry, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear what you're saying now. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You know, and it sucks because you try to make friends,
Right.
but then you can't make friends because you're hated against your own community, your own
Yeah.
household, so to speak.
Yeah.
Your own Game of Thrones house of the rainbow flag, house of the vibrators. Like, it's ridiculous.
No, I definitely understand that. Yeah. No, I can see how it's really tough, especially because the greater general public doesn't have a clue about any of that sort of clash going on within the community.
Mm-hmm.
So it's harder to kind of talk about it and for people to understand. Like, I'm just now understanding right now on this podcast exactly what you've talked about to me for like the past maybe like 4 years. So
Yeah, and it's people like you, like Erwin, like Quinn, who know the community.
Yeah.
Let me finish before you start making faces, Quinn. Who know the community, accept the community, and will kind of, have our back, so to speak.
Yeah.
You guys are what we call allies.
Right. Yeah.
You guys
allies,
are our
yeah.
straight
I've heard of
allies
that
in the
before.
fight against, hate.
Yeah, exactly. No, that makes sense. And then with every faction, there is also an opposite faction. So this first time on the podcast, we're getting a little political, and we won't spend too much time on it.
Oh, God.
But so speaking of hate and all that stuff, a lot of people align anti-LGBT hate with Donald Trump and that whole Republican side of the aisle. Obviously, you're not a supporter, I could assume.
If I'm a supporter, I'd be dead.
Okay. So, well, I mean, there are homosexual
Look,
supporters.
I like Cheetos, but I don't want them to rule the country.
Right. So, what is your educated opinion on this entire presidency and all that?
It's complete bigotry. We're going backwards in time,
Right.
in my opinion.
Okay.
They talked about the conversion camps and electrotherapy and,
Mike Pence specifically.
Yeah, and infringing on my religion. I'm doing nothing but sitting at home making fucking quinoa with my husband while you're in the White House.
That's hella gay.
Hey, it's really gay. That's how gay we get. We make quinoa salads
Yeah.
and quiche.
Oh, quiche. Quiches are good, though.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, they're good.
But it's like, what does that have to do with your religion?
Right.
What does anything I do? Does it affect you? Are you hurt by it? Do you make it cry at night? Are you losing your house because of it? All answers to that are a strict no. So let me live my life, and you can live your boring vanilla sex life with your wife.
I've seen a lot of posts, though, like on Reddit and all that, where people kind of defend Donald Trump in the sense of, like, he never, in his campaign to get elected, he never straight out was, like, said, like I don't support the LGBT community. And he was actually, like, more... not supportive, but he didn't outright, like other candidates that were like, yeah, no, I'm super religious, I don't support it. He never said that. So aside, like, in relation to or in comparison to other Republican candidates in the 2016 election, like, he was kind of the most accepting out of the Republicans, which is obviously, that's kind of being like the best of the worst in that respect. But like, I mean, what do you think about that specifically?
I don't think he accepts LGBT. I really don't.
What's your evidence for that? Do you have any evidence?
I don't, but it's a personal feeling that I feel like he just doesn't accept. Like it's just this gut feeling. I'm like, he doesn't love us. Like, he could say he does, but it doesn't happen. And what's even worse is we have gays in the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Who agree with the shit he says about, anti-LGBT stuff, and it's like, you're really fighting against us. Like, you're really just putting a fucking stopper on the community.
Yeah, no, that hits a little close to home, let me tell you. What were you saying?
I hate to put my opinion out there.
No, please
put
do.
your opinion,
But
Erwin. The
I
magic
feel
man.
like there's other things that they should be focusing on.
Exactly.
Like,
Flint still doesn't have water, by the way, and it's been like, what, 6 years?
Yeah.
I feel like just
Like what? What should they focus on? Talk a little louder, young boy.
let's see. Well, security in schools, I would say, would be a major thing.
Considering the fact that there's been lots of major, massive shootings.
Right.
Yeah, I would say that would be one of the overall major.
No, that definitely makes sense. Do you have anything to chime in, young Quinn? Moondog? On like what else they should be focusing on other than like anti-LGBT like stuff?
First and foremost,
Okay, Arthur Morgan. Like what the fuck?
This is Dan Rather with the 6 o'clock news.
First and foremost, it is the fight against climate change
Oh, yes.
Save the whales.
and the preservation of our
Planet.
ecology and our present and the conservation of such. That should come before all. Healthy planet, healthy people.
Yeah.
Medical research.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's a great...
I 100%
Yes.
agree with that, Quinn.
No, yeah, it's perfect. I'm glad we're all on the same page there. So, are there any other strifes that you see within the LGBT community before we move on that you would like to highlight?
Drug use.
Ooh, that's a big
There
one.
is
That's a big one. Yep.
I've not personally noticed it or experienced firsthand, but I've noticed it. There is a high use of methamphetamines within the LGBT community.
Oh, let me tell you.
There's a lot, and people use it. If it's the code word for methamphetamines and sex is called party and play.
Ooh. Party and play.
And people use that. They use Tina. It's a street name for meth. They have Aunt Tina come visit for a while.
Oh.
And they smoke the meth, and then they use it to get high while having sex, and that's very prominent in the gay community, and it's very upsetting. Because, the older generation uses it, not so to say, the really old people, but, the ones who are older than me use it, and then it dwindles down into the younger community, and then you're ruining people's lives with it. If it's hard to watch people really deteriorate their life with that drug, because it's a fucked up drug.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's really hard to see.
It's a terrible drug. Yeah, it's terrible to see. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Oh, no, definitely not.
But the fact that people are so careless...
Yeah.
With it, it's a hard-hitting topic.
So I'm assuming that you, given your words, in your life you have seen that affect
I have
people.
been offered party and play.
Okay.
I've been offered. I know I'm smart enough to know what the fuck's going down.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not talking to Aunt Tina. Tina's on. I got a restraining order against her.
Against Aunt Tina.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like the nicknames though. Us here at the store have a thing for nicknames, so I can
Hitting the pipe's one of them.
That.
Aunt Tina.
Hitting the pipe's not a nickname. That's pretty.
Well, it's a phrase. Well, code names, code words that you would use. Hit the pipe, party and play. Aunt Tina's come to visit.
If a dude walks up to him, he's like, "You hitting the pipe?" It's one of two things, brother.
It's his dick or it's meth.
No nickname necessary.
I know. Yeah.
Catching the flight.
But no, that's very it's prominent in the gay community. It's terrible.
I'm
Yeah.
landing.
Oh shit. Okay.
I apologize in advance. My laugh gets very annoying. So
No.
be careful.
Laugh, please laugh. Laugh in every way you want.
Forwards, backwards, sideways, upside down. Laugh
upside
it up.
down.
Laugh it up. Live to
Yeah.
laugh.
3 times.
Ha ha ha.
Left to the left.
No. So I mean, that's used. There's recreational drugs that are used. Poppers are a recreational drug that's used in the gay community. Even
like whippets?
kinda.
Yeah. What's a popper?
Popper, you can buy them at the gas station. Just FYI for anyone listening.
Oh, awesome! I know what I'm
They
doing.
come in
after.
small little bottles, and they're just like a liquid that you just huff through your nose. You don't like pour it down your nose, but you just like sniff it, through the bottle.
Yeah, what the
and
fuck?
it enhances your sex drive.
What the fuck is that though?
That's
So
not
it's
a
like
whippet.
getting
No, I'm
high
saying-
off your
it's-
asthma inhaler in a sense.
Not really. It's like an oil inside the little bottle.
What's
it's like
the
a little
oil?
liquid.
Does it have like rhinos on the cover of them?
Yes, Rhino Rush, all that type of stuff. Those
What?
are poppers. Yeah,
I never thought those were drugs. I just thought those were like.
it's a nitrate.
Yeah, I just thought those,
No, they are sex enhancement. They enhance your sex drive.
like super hard.
But they're not
dick
like
pills.
they're not like a Viagra or anything. But no, they're not like a Viagra. They just keep your endurance.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I've never seen
They
those.
loosen you up for the bottoms out there.
I've seen them.
Like what, Viagra pills?
What, like
the
Black
rhino
Panther?
Those rhino pills.
I never thought of a rhino as endurance.
Really?
Like the animal to represent endurance?
Yeah.
What would you have? What'd you have represent that?
Elephant?
Endurance?
Yeah.
An elephant?
An elephant? No. They're clumsy beasts.
I was promised
They're
elephants.
clumsy beasts. I would probably say,
A horse?
Nay.
I would say
What a
worm.
cringy
what?
worm.
Think about
Out of all-
A worm?
Think about how far a worm has to crawl with no arms and no legs. Now that takes some goddamn skill.
Hey,
Think
you
about
taking breaks
that.
though.
Hey, let me drop
they are
that.
taking
Let me
breaks.
drop that on y'all. And they got to beat the sun.
Yeah, they got 12 hours. Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So that's endurance. They got to book it hard.
Hey, some don't make it though.
A lot
Some don't make it.
Some make it to the bottom of
Hey,
my shoe.
It's
Yeah.
tough being a worm.
It's
tough
hard out
being
here
a
for a worm. For wiggle, 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 yeah.
No eyes.
8. It don't have 8 hearts or something like that.
No
Or am I thinking of
ears.
something else?
I don't know.
Something else.
That's a cow.
Yeah.
No,
8
that's
hearts.
A cow?
A
What
cow
the
has
fuck?
8 hearts and
They
they have
got
4
4
stomachs.
stomachs.
Yeah, they have 4 stomachs, bro. What?
Wow.
I think you're thinking with the hearts. I think you're thinking like.
Welcome
maybe
to the Animal Planet with
spider or something. I mean, shit, dude.
with fucked up Animal Planet.
Yeah.
But no, so those are. It's like a nitrate, like a liquid nitrate.
Okay.
Not nitrogen, but it's just like a liquid that you just kind of up your nose and it just keeps you going. Welcome to Pound Town, population 2.
Damn. That's a small ass fucking town.
It's a very small town, but yeah. So, yeah, Erwin, you got an opinion?
No, I don't. I don't see why you guys say it's a small community.
A pound town party, fucking population of 2.
Oh, okay, I got
You're
it.
having sex, Erwin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Wow.
understand the meaning. I apologize.
No, you're good.
But
it's
yeah,
all-
so I mean, and with the gay community, you have a lot of vocabulary and a lot of,
Yeah.
a lot of that comes from the ballroom scene.
Could you talk us through some of that vocabulary? Define some of these words so we can be a little bit more educated in that sense.
So a background, a lot of it comes from the ballroom scene in New York, where they would have balls, which is basically like you would get up and you would get out, bless you, and there'd be categories. There'd be, high fashion category, first time out in drag category, Russian royalty category, and you would dress up in these.
Oh.
And as your house,
These sound kind of fun.
Yeah,
they're very fun.
That does sound kind of fun. Yeah.
Like Renaissance fairs.
Pose.
Yeah,
on FX,
Renaissance fair.
Pose on FX talks a lot about this.
Really?
They talk about the house. And the house is basically, you'll have like House Evangelista. Well, you'll have the matriarch, say Carmen Evangelista. She's the main person of the house, of the
evening?
group.
Of the evening?
No.
Okay.
Of the group. A house is of individuals with the same last name, same drag last name, same, trans last name. So, Evangelista is one of them.
Okay.
You get to choose your name?
You can when you
First
It's
start.
not like bestowed upon you.
No.
That's cool.
It can be when you are introduced into the house. Like I could be house
There should be a
house
knighting
erotic.
ceremony. Ooh.
I could be house erotic and you'll be house evangelista. And if I come into your house, your group, your culture, your gathering,
Yeah.
I could then be part of your house evangelista.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's pretty
But
fucking
it's not
wild.
it's not just like, okay, I'm here, I'm evangelista. It's like you have to prove yourself through the balls, through the categories, and winning trophies.
Wow.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
If
That's-
there was like a murder mystery, I'd be all in.
Yeah, it's very that.
A murder mystery.
Yeah, so like I
No,
said,
that's
so
funny.
like house is your group, your pack, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's your lion pack, your lioness pack.
Okay.
Um,
Lioness. Not just a lion.
No. Not just drag kings and drag queens. Lioness, lion, same thing.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right.
But yeah, so you have the houses, and then you have the balls. And sometimes you have to hide your balls for the balls.
Why?
It's called tucking.
Tucking.
That's where you give the illusion
that
of...
you don't have any balls.
Yes, you literally, to get really graphic, you
It's
literally
fine. Get graphic.
Oh yeah, I'm not apologizing. The
Well,
fuck?
I don't know, man. I don't
you
know.
literally put your balls back up into your body, tape them with duct tape, tape your dick to the back of your asshole, tape it there, and then you have the illusion of a vagina.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's wild.
y'all getting fucking educated on this bitch.
Whew. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sounds like it would hurt.
That sounds.
Oh, it's very painful.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? This shit hurts. It's not comfortable. When shit's pulling on you.
Why would anyone do it?
A lot of drag queens do it for the female impersonation. They do it for, when they wear the cat suits and the leotards.
Is there any way you could do that without
wear a dress?
such pain?
Wear like a long dress.
Cup or something?
Yeah.
Well, it's either cup or they have special tuck.
Spandex. There's gotta
Yeah,
be
there's spandex. There's special tucking panties you can use.
Because duct tape don't sound too.
That is hardcore, dude.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And I mean, and for that you have to be completely shaven down there for that because you're not going to be pulling your fucking hairs out. My God.
You're doing that. You're a Sith Lord.
Yeah, and people are tucked for hours on end, 6 hours, 8 hours. Excuse me.
Do it.
It's what they do. It's essentially their job. Drag queens. It's their job.
Right. Wow, that's crazy.
It's what pays the bills. What pays the bills.
For somebody that wants to maybe get into drag.
Yes, Marco.
No, not me. Okay, not me. But I'm asking. Maybe there's somebody listening who wants to get into drag. What's a good place to start? Where do you go for that? Where do you get into the whole community? Where do you get involved?
You start with yourself.
Okay.
You start with yourself.
Obviously,
and the confidence that you have. And then you can always just go out with friends. When you find your confidence in yourself to put on a dress, to put on high heels, to put your dick in between your ass cheeks with duct tape, or to put on some panties and go and put on a bra.
Yeah.
When you have that confidence, you can step out into the world as your true self. Right. And then from there, you can progress with buying the fabric, making your dresses, doing the elaboracy of it all, if that's even a word.
Interesting. So do a lot of people make their own costumes, or do they buy them? Like, are there websites you can go and just
ones
buy
that are starting out make their own with the fabric and the sewing.
Okay.
But when you get onto the TV show RuPaul's Drag Race and you get your TV money, you're able to buy from designers, Gucci, all the top designers to make your elegant gowns.
So to go back to houses, how many houses are there?
So many houses. There's not just like one or two. There's so many. There's literally, if you watch Paris is Burning, that also talks about the ballroom scene in the houses. What channel is that on? Paris is Burning is a movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's an old movie. I forgot when it came out. It's supposed to come back out this year for Pride Month.
Oh, nice. Have you seen that, Quinn?
Do you have a gay house name?
I do not.
Can we help you pick one?
I've always thought of having my own drag name.
Could we start one and be your non-gay, your minor lords?
My posse?
Yeah,
your small council?
My small posse? Yeah. I've always thought of a drag name for me. I've always thought of, like, Aries Amore because I'm an Aries.
God damn. That's a sick name.
Aries Amore, like...
Aries Amore, like House of Amore.
That's sick.
Like love, like Italian love.
AMOR, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's hella cool.
Okay.
I like that.
I've always
war
thought.
and love. That is love.
Aries.
Love is war.
Oh yeah.
And love is war.
And war is love. Woo, boy.
You're all welcome.
No, that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
I'm glad that wow.
Well, it would be House of Amore. Amore's Amore's the house
Your
name.
first
It's Aries
name's
Amore.
Aries.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So it would be
sick.
Quinn Amore, Marco Amore, Erwin Amore.
No.
You don't want Quinn?
That's not how it works.
What do you want your name, Quinn?
Yeah,
I'll pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the fag of the United Gays of America.
But I ain't taking nobody's name.
What would your name be?
I don't know.
But no, so
that'll be for a future podcast. We gotta come with your drag.
So yes, okay. So then you could just be Quinn of House Amore. You don't have to have the last name.
Quinn
You
of
can be
House
Quinn
Amore.
of House Amore.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So all four of us are House Amore.
I'm down with that. I'm down
Sick.
with Marco of House Amore. That's fucking sick.
Erwin
I
House
want
of
someone
Dumbass.
To, like, give me my own
You
cool
want,
name.
dude? Erwin of House Amore. Wundo of House Amore.
Yeah, I like them.
Ermundo of House Amore.
Wundo.
Wundo.
Not Mundo. Wundo.
Wundo of House Amore. Erwiener.
Oh.
Erwiener of House
Ooh,
Amore.
hidden deep. Nope, can't do that.
Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah.
Quit.
You quit? Do you want to elaborate, Erwin?
There's the door. Pack your shit. There's the house. Go.
Do you want to
Bye.
elaborate on why you hate Erwiener so much?
Sidebar.
The wiener part don't sound.
Oh, the wiener part?
Well, what a great topic to talk
no.
about
As far
wieners.
as, like, the
What a wonderful topic.
like, cool for like Wiener Schnitzel franchise, but
Not for Erwiener.
You're not a franchise?
I'm a human being.
Be the franchise, dog.
It's not a franchise. It's just a mom and pop shop.
Oh.
Oh.
Dude,
Be you, bro.
Yeah.
Be you.
we got to talk about that when you're officially on with Victor. I gotta talk to you guys about the
Fucking
Erwiener.
I thought
Hodor.
it was Jose.
Fucking the Mexican Hodor.
I gotta talk to all three of you.
Alright, I like
But no, yeah, cool. So yeah, we have Aries Amor and the posse of Amor.
I like
House
that.
Amor.
That's
See,
sick.
I'm also an Aries.
You are?
Tight.
Shit. That's weird.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're not, huh?
I'm branded. I have my Aries branded on me,
I
fool.
was just talking about like.
Wait, you have a
zodiac
tattoo?
Yeah, but you never seen my Aries tattoo?
No, where is it?
Right here.
Oh, that's
That's
what that
what it
is.
is?
Yeah.
sign. I thought that was just.
He
like
has
a
it right
ribbon.
behind his ear for
Just a V
everybody
for
to talk
victory?
about.
No, I thought it was like
Everybody
a
listening.
disease ribbon or something.
A disease
Like,
ribbon.
like the radioactive symbol.
No, like you know, someone has cancer. You're walking around. With a pink
Like the
ribbon. I just
Susan
thought
G.
you just-
Komen,
Yeah, I
like
just thought you
support our
just got-
troops yellow
I
ribbon.
just thought you got one tattooed on you. I thought it was cool.
No, I had no. That's
It's
my
less
that's
cool now.
Aries. Oh, thanks, Quinn.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, I thought it was for a good cause. Now it's just.
Yeah,
a
it's
thing.
for my zodiac. That's a good cause.
Why?
Branded.
Well, I thought it was for like cancer.
This is how we start branding and
Okay.
start our business is with this.
Do you are you a believer in the whole zodiac thing?
I'm not like hugely into it,
Uh-huh.
but I do believe in compatibility. I do believe, that people born under, certain zodiacs and certain character traits
Right.
are compatible with one another. They say that Aries and Leo are the highest compatible sign.
Really?
I mean, just those two together are really compatible. That's a goddamn lie. My ex-boyfriend was a Leo.
Oof.
The one that cheated on me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so stars won't align for that one. No El Dorado here. Stars can't do it.
Oh.
So, but no, I'm not hugely into it. I'm not hugely into it, but I dabble,
Oh, that's
as the
cool.
kids say. I dabble in it.
I'm a Capricorn. And
Moving on.
What are you, Erwin? What are you, Erwin?
I'm Leo.
you're a Leo?
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh shit, that's cool.
You cheating bastards.
My mom's a Leo. too.
Lannister, bro.
Oh, is that
you're
is that
Pisces,
a line
aren't
right
you?
I'm
there?
an Aries.
You're
bro.
Aries?
March
I didn't know you have a
26th, that's why
line
I'm
That's
a-
tattoo.
right. That's
why I'm a
right.
Rams fan.
Is that why you're a Rams fan?
What are you talking about? Capricorns are
Stingers up.
have the horns.
And Rams?
Rams have horns too, bro.
Have you not seen
Yeah,
a
but-
Ram, Marco?
But you're
Jesus
not a
Christ.
Capricorn.
No,
Why?
but
Why?
Aries are still
Horns
Rams.
acceptable.
Aries are the Rams. Aries the Ram.
Because I know Capricorn. They
Capricorn's like a sheep and a fish put together or some
no.
shit.
It has
Shut
like
the
a mermaid
fuck
tail.
up.
Yeah,
How dare
it's like
you?
some fucked up, like God said,
How-
fuck it.
How
It's
dare you
subject to
insult
Guillermo del
my
Toro's
fucking
next
thing?
movie.
Go fuck yourself, dude. Us Capricorns are the
The
best.
Secret of Water or whatever the hell it was.
Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Oh, The Shape of Water. Oh my god.
It was like the Little Mermaid
That's a
gone
great
bad.
movie.
That
I'm not
movie-
saying it was bad.
That movie shouldn't have won Best Picture. that year.
Anyway,
Wow.
moving on.
Sorry. No, it shouldn't.
I can't remember what was who was all in it.
I forgot.
Who cares?
Go ahead, Joey.
But no, I'm not big
You're not
into
big.
astrology.
Is that a big
To
part
get
of the
back on the
LGBT
topic.
community? Is that you see a lot
Kinda.
of that? Yeah.
It kind of is. It's one of those like free spirit type of things. And there's a lot of that in the LGBT community. People, classify themselves as witches. Doing
Right.
like the stoning, the
That's
stones.
what I was at that.
Yeah. I don't classify myself in that way, but I do believe in energies. And you can really tell the energy of someone when they walk in a room.
Like Reiki and stuff, like chakras, vibration.
Kinda, and then more just like auras as well. Like when the boss man walks into the room, like I could tell how he feels just by he walks in the room and his like
His temperature.
he really like if he feels like really bad, I'm like, all right, I'm
I
not.
feel like a lot of people are that way though.
Yeah, and there's a lot of times when I go to the bar, I feel the same way.
Wow.
Like when someone walks in, I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna be good because they just come in and it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
gross. Like get your negative shit out of here.
I feel like a lot of people have that sense though. I feel like that's just kind of human
A
nature.
lot do. Yeah, I'm
You
not
feel-
saying that
you're
it's
saying
a
you have
predominantly LGBT thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Are you saying that?
My
are, you,
senses are sharper because
because I like dick in the ass, I have sharp senses.
are you saying that like you might have higher than average senses though? Not being
No.
not just because you're LGBT, but just like in
No.
general?
I'm not saying I'm better than anyone, but I am.
Yeah.
But
Oh, sure.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that.
Right.
are you sensitive to spirits?
Are you a clairvoyant?
Yes, vodka really gets me on my ass. That's one spirit that will get me on my ass. Dunk it, Kobe. No, I mean when you talk spirits, you're talking like poltergeists and what you can feel like the spirits in the air.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I can feel
sure,
my dead
sure,
mother
sure.
talking to me.
Well, maybe not to like such a hardcore level.
Yeah, but
you're talking about like auras and stuff, and
no, I just vibe off the energy. Like literally, the four of us give off a good energy where we could do this type of stuff.
you don't know
And
me
it-
very well.
But I still get
Shut
a good
the
energy
fuck
from
up.
you. Like, yeah, you could be a serial killer, but my God, you are the greatest serial killer ever. You're the friendliest one. So
Back to the Zodiac.
the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, fuck.
I'll show up in your mother's house.
Mark Ruffalo, shout out. Another plug for Mark Ruffalo, our man.
By the way,
Good
he's
movie.
Mexican, and we all claim that. So
Mexican?
if you remember from the last podcast, Mark
Ruffalo is Hawaiian.
he's Mexican, and Mexicans claim him.
He's Mexican.
And the Hawaiians claim him too, because you know what? He's just a Heinz 57. You
I
can
heard
get
he
him
also
everywhere.
might be Sicilian.
Oh, really? Dude.
He
I'm
might
like,
be Polish.
He's like my uncle or something, then.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
be Tony.
I heard he was from the Barren Straits.
The Barons. Oh, my God.
I heard he's, I heard he's
He walked
Icelandic.
Out of the water,
In Tony's fucking clothes.
dressed up like Tony Stark.
Yeah, like Tony Stark. I don't know anything. Why is all this Hulk stuff everywhere? I don't go. All right, anyways. So, switching topics. You want to talk about music?
Segue
You wanted
into
to
music.
Talk about music. We both love music. I think everybody here.
I think everyone has a sense
Loves
or love
music.
for music. It's what
Yes.
music does to people that I kind of wanted to talk about. Like with
Yeah.
me,
Okay.
um,
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's fine.
I really started listening to this person named Omar Apollo, who's really good. You heard about him?
I know about him.
Yes,
I've heard a couple songs. He's
have
really
you
good.
heard his new album?
I haven't listened to it at all.
It's a really good album. There's a song on there.
What's it called?
The album or the song or
The
both?
album. Or both. Yeah, both.
This album is called, I believe it's called Friends.
Okay.
It's called Friends, and there's a song on there called Hearing Your Voice, that it's a melodic, not a melodic tune, but it's a real, like, slow melody, and he talks about an ex-lover, and he goes, like, why am I fantasizing about hearing your voice?
Oof.
You know?
Really? Never mind.
You know? No, I
no.
definitely relate to
Yeah,
it, because
no,
it's one of those
everybody
things
can.
where, you know, when you're in a relationship and you break up,
Yeah.
there's still that sense of that person there, and you still fantasize about hearing them, about wanting to be with them.
Yeah.
And I looked about this afternoon. I was like, I had a dream about my ex-boyfriend. What the fuck does this mean?
Oh.
And it doesn't mean that you have
Been there. Yeah.
an ex-boyfriend, Marco. You've been there.
As in, like, having...
We caught you.
Oh.
We caught you. Red hand.
Move along.
No. So
Carry on, please.
carry on, my wayward son. No. So it's
Shout out
like it
Supernatural.
doesn't mean you have
Yeah.
like a torch for them. It just means you have this longing for a relationship, to be with someone.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like everybody kind of has that, except for Erwin, because he has a girlfriend.
Is this
who's very lovely. She's great. She's awesome.
I didn't even know it was your girlfriend until I asked you when I was in today, or not today, or yesterday. I was like, "Was that your girlfriend?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Oh, all right."
No, she's hella funny, dude. She
Is,
does the whole thing
is
too.
Omar Apollo, is this dude gay?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting, because I used to only listen to female artists, because
Yeah.
that's all I would really
like Lana Del Rey,
Lana
right?
Del Rey,
Yeah.
you know, the typical pop, Gaga, Beyonce, Britney, Madonna, all that stuff, because it was stuff I could, like, not relate to, but enjoy, because it wasn't real, like, aggressive with, you know, the manliness in it.
Right.
But then as I got more into music, I realized that there's
a lot of- yeah.
genres, the
Oh,
adult
yeah.
contemporary, the indie, the
Yeah.
indie rock, a lot of that, the males give off the vibe that I like. So I listen to a lot of males and females
Yeah.
now. And even now I still listen to even some rap,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a lot more emotional. Like, there's a lot. I feel like in general, music has just gotten more, at least in the popular sense, more emotional. I mean, it's always been emotional, but for a time, the popular music was very emotionless, very soulless.
Yeah.
I feel like
Now
we're going
it's-
back to that.
It's more of a personal connection with the community.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Rather than before.
where it's just kind of sprinting words to a
Yeah.
beat.
Just to...
You can now be transported to a memory you had because of some type of beat.
Yes.
Well, this is what good media does.
Yeah, you know, there's songs that put you out, and you know that you put out or people put out.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, I just had this flashback to fucking kindergarten.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
why does that song bring me to kindergarten? And a lot of the times it has to do with your happy memories.
Yes.
And then a lot of the times it has to do with your sad memories. You know, it just brings up a lot of emotions hidden within the few chords that they play.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you, Marco, being a singer-songwriter,
Yes.
you know, a lot of your stuff that I listen to really does the same thing for me.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
I appreciate that a lot.
calms me down.
Yes.
Is what music does. I
Yeah.
could be really anxiety-ridden, and I'll listen to a song, and I'm just like, peace, finally, where's my martini? You know?
What genres do you gravitate towards?
I gravitate towards the more alternative, the more indie.
Okay.
For me, it's hard to say what I really like, because I could listen to anything, and as long as I could vibe to it, as long as I'm not like, oh, this is skip, I'm good. You know, I could listen to...
What makes you skip, though? What makes you skip,
If I just don't get it. Like, if I don't get the beat, if I don't get what they're trying to do with the song, you know?
So, like, heavy metal. Like, Metallica... Okay, fine. I guess I'll just say Metallica.
Metallica, I could do Metallica because I grew up with that stuff. I grew up with Metallica. I grew up...
Right?
My dad, my uncles.
Yeah.
You know, they grew up with a lot of that stuff, and I could go back and listen to 70s. I could do Fleetwood Mac. I could do...
Oh, of course.
I could literally run the gamut of the music genres
Fleetwood
and
Mac.
pick anything. Dusty Springfield, Son of a Preacher Man, I'll play that song, you know?
That's it's throwback.
Aretha Franklin, R.I.P. Shout out to Aretha. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yeah.
Oh, poor girl.
Yeah, rest in peace.
You know, Amy Winehouse.
Oh,
you know?
dude, Amy Winehouse is one of the best fucking female artists we've had in the past, 30 years,
I
I'd say.
wouldn't say the best, but she was
One
definitely
of the best. I
She
said
was
one of the
definitely...
best.
Okay, I thought you said the
No,
best.
no,
I was like,
one
no.
of the best.
I was
No,
like, I'm pretty
not
sure
the
Madonna
best.
trumps her in some way.
Oh, Madonna, get the fuck out of here.
Like a
Jeez.
virgin.
Shut up. This store has... This store has ruined Madonna for me. Let me just say that. I can't listen to her the same way anymore. I've listened to
Sure
too
you
many...
can. Just put on your headphones and go...
Yeah, just like totally hum my...
Just listen to her sing it in Evita and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. No.
But no, I could literally run the fucking gamut of music genre and be like, yes, that's what I like, that's what I like.
Right.
And I kind of pick and choose my artists.
Right.
You know, out of the genres, like, you know, for rap, you know, I'll still, you know, listen to Biggie Smalls. I'll listen to Ice Cube.
Oh, of course.
I'll listen to, you know, not a lot of the modern stuff because it's just...
Yeah, I can't really
It's
do
kind of
this
too
new...
aggressive in a way.
I like, what's his name? Denzel Curry. His shit's fucking sick. But other than that, I can't really get into any of the modern rap. I like Tyler, the Creator. I've always been a fan of Tyler.
Yeah.
Ever since I was like a
Chance the
freshman in high school.
Rapper. Would you consider Chance the Rapper a rapper and like
Yeah,
rap genre?
yeah, he can rap. I mean, he can, but he's more of just a singer at this point.
Like an R&B type of thing. Yeah,
but I like Chance. I mean, he's cool. He's a good guy.
Khalid's a good one too.
Khalid's good. I like him too.
So yeah, like I said, literally just
It's just chill.
just
I just
anything that I could vibe to and listen
Yeah.
to and just relax and not have to go, skip this. You know,
Yeah.
I don't like to hear this.
Yeah.
Or if I get annoyed by it, you know, because I hear it too much on the radio.
Yeah. No, I understand that. So I wanted to do a thing where we go around.
Roundtable discussion.
I guess we can include Erwundo and Quinn in this. I'm fine with that. We have enough time. Just can't lag on too much about it. But
Sure we could.
we could all four of us disclose maybe 3 artists that are maybe everyone doesn't really listen to, should get put on more, that doesn't, and just talk about that and why we think that they should have more time in people's ears a little bit.
Why don't you start us, Marco?
Okay, I will gladly start.
Thank you.
So there's this band that I've been listening to ever since I started this music class I'm taking at the local community college, and they're called Slow Dive, and they're a early 90s, late 80s band, comprising of, I believe, like 5 people. I forgot. I don't know any of their names, but they're a shoegaze band. If you don't know what shoegaze is, it's a subgenre of alternative rock. It's like all indie music.
Oh, you discussed this the other day with Sloan.
Yeah, with
We were talking
Sloan.
about
Yeah,
that,
yeah. Shout out to Sloan, the best author out there in the game right now. But anyways,
commented on one of my Instagram posts recently when I wore my white shoes, my white pumps for my birthday. She was like, "Yes, bitch." I was like, "Thanks."
dang. Well, good for you, man.
Famous.
Yeah, you're making friends in high places.
Low places. Trust me, they're low places.
I don't know. Sloan's a lady high class. Anyways, so they're in the genre of shoegaze, which if you listen to a lot of indie music, especially stuff from around like 2012 to 2015, so like M83. Stuff like even of Monsters and Men. There's a lot of artists that are inspired by them. So Slow Dive is a band that I've been listening to a lot, and I've looked to a lot for inspiration recently when I've been recording and producing my own EP. And I love the whole shoegaze sound. Another band. Well, I'll save that one for later. But there's a couple other bands in that genre from that time that I've listened to recently that are super inspiring. I love them so much. So that would be my first one. So if you don't mind, I would like to take it to Quinn. What do you have an artist ready? Queued up? Not queued up. Get it?
That's a good one.
I ain't got no new
Satisfaction?
interesting local small town artist shit.
Dude, Slow Dive ain't small. They're from the 90s.
I'm not saying. I'm
From
not
UK.
commenting on yours personally.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Don't get defensive. Goddamn.
Well, I mean, I just love them so much.
I'm an old soul. I like that old school shit.
Okay, so yeah, just
Temptations.
So-
go for it.
If you say Temptations, I'm tempted to hit you.
If you're cool out there, if you want to be cool out there, then you're
Marco,
gonna
listen up.
You're gonna listen to Outkast.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, whatever.
Hey Ya and Roses and Andre 3000.
Are you serious?
I'm not saying bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm
That's
sure
it.
people have listened to them before, and they're not.
No. If that's your reference point, you haven't listened to
All right,
Outkast.
give us some tracks.
No, you're
Drop
right.
some tracks
Those-
that we
those
should
are-
listen to.
See, that's with me. With a lot of times, it's artists that like people know,
Yeah.
and I only know like their hits, the ones that make it on the
Right,
radio.
right.
But there's other stuff apparently that Quinn knows.
Yeah, no,
that,
go deep into
the
the-
secret
Yeah.
unreleased shit.
yeah.
I'll just drop 2 albums. They're 2 classic albums, and in fact, if you asked any hip hop aficionado,
Right.
they're gonna tell you Outkast is in the top 5 greatest fuck rap duos, greatest just rap artist of all time.
Okay.
As a collective, Andre 3000, Big Boy, they're in your top 5, better than damn near everybody.
Okay.
You need to listen to the albums Aquemini and AT Aliens.
Hey Siri, albums not to listen to.
You guys can laugh, you can joke all you want.
Nah,
but
no. Andre 3000 is the man, dude. I love Andre 3000.
if you listen to them and you just you gave into them, gave into their power, that's how you achieve.
What about those albums is so great? Like, break it down a little bit, not too much, but just give
Like,
us.
is it just how like all the songs come together with the album?
Is
and
it
it's,
the
like,
overall composition of
the
the whole album?
fluidity of the songs, if you will?
It's like if you could somehow put lava lamps on your ears.
Ooh.
That's what these 2 albums would feel like.
Okay, I'm definitely sold already.
wow,
just from that description, I feel like a lot of people will be sold.
Like
Getting hot flashes.
get real. Just get real. Get over yourself and then get real. Listen to Outkast.
Definitely will. Thank you for that, Quinn. Erwundo, you got anything, or you wanna wait? All right, you got it. Talk a little louder.
No, well, honestly,
Bad Bunny.
I listen to pretty much everything. I like to have a open mind, open ears.
A wide library of things.
Yeah. I feel like in a sense all artists are similar as to what they're producing, what they're making, what they're cooking. So yeah. I can't say any.
So you wanna be admitted out of this? You don't want to talk about
no,
music?
not really. He's just saying that like he doesn't feel the type of way. He feels like he just listens to everyone, and there's not one person that he listens to
Yeah.
that really stands out and say, "Hey, you have to listen to this person."
Yeah.
It's
So,
like, hey,
okay.
I love Outkast, but I also love Roseanne Cash.
Right. Roseanne?
Roseanne
Cash.
Barr.
No, Roseanne Cash.
I've never.
Johnny Cash's
yeah,
daughter.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I
so
drew a
sorry.
blank there.
Oh my God, the disrespect! I'm so sorry, Roseanne Cash.
Roseanne, if you're listening, we're sorry.
Yeah, we're so
Who
sorry.
the fuck am I kidding? You
Holy
ain't listen to
fuck.
this bullshit.
She might one day.
Meanwhile, we get a letter at the shop. Listen here, Closers Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue you bastards for not knowing my livelihood.
What have you been listening to recently then? Recently, what have you been putting on recently?
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Sorry, there's a phone in the background. I'm just gonna quickly. Okay, so Erwin,
Yes.
what's your one artist that you could tell us? Because I know you have to leave right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Boo!
So what's your one
Bastard.
artist that you could tell us that you've been listening to recently that you want to put on a little more?
Beforehand, I want to say I'm completely against gang violence.
I thought you said gay violence at first. I was like, all right.
Gay violence.
gang violence.
No, both would be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, thank you. I appreciate that.
Just violence in general. I'm completely against.
Right. Criminal
Recently-
justice major.
Yes. I've been listening to. I don't know if you guys know him, but he
Who?
goes by Mozzie.
Oh yeah, Mozzie, yeah.
Reason
Born
so.
in the 2000s?
Honestly, it's the songs that I've listened. They're selected. There's songs in particular that just relate to like having to go through like certain life experiences in which they're hard to overcome.
Right.
I feel like although he's been affiliated with like gang violence and drug dealing and all these other
All the stuff I like to do,
bad
yeah.
habits, in a sense, In my opinion, of course, I feel like there's lots of viewpoints that he points out or he puts out there that are very
A lot of like societal issues that he kind of brings to light.
yeah. So he gets you thinking about where you are, where you came from, and yeah.
Interesting. All right, cool. Well, I'll definitely put on
My
Mozzie
man.
a little more.
Oh.
My man, the man,
Oh,
Erwundo.
oh.
Everybody give him a round of applause. Yeah. All right, he's got to go.
All right, go run your
So-
errands.
Adios.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Adios,
having me here.
Erwundo. Yeah, of
Well,
course.
thanks for joining us.
Adios.
We'll have
He-
to do this again some other time.
He may or may not be on the podcast as an official guest next time. May or may not.
He
It
better be.
remains
We
to be
want.
seen.
We want Erwin. We want Erwin.
Talk more, but for now, enjoy Joey.
Yep.
Quinn.
Erwin.
Thank you, young man.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming through. We appreciate the
Thanks
input.
for a wonderful job today.
Loved it very much.
Adios,
So-
bro.
Chug that fucking beer, bro.
So, Quinn, you had a question for Joey during the break when there was a phone going off that I had to cut on real quick. What is that question?
No,
yeah,
the answer's
maybe
no.
maybe it's a weird question, but it's just something that popped into my mind.
I love weird questions.
I was wondering, do you find that the music you listen to affects your masculinity or femininity? Which one you identify with most?
That
more
comes
at that
along
moment?
with the mask and femme discussion we had earlier, where it's like if you don't listen to
Bringing it full
You know,
circle. Here
if
on
you don't listen
Closest
to the men music, songs by men, you're not gonna make friends within the community because you're always listening to Beyonce. You're always single ladies in it the fuck up in your bathroom in front of the mirror. I'm not saying I do that, but
Right.
It seems like just from the outside that
Oh.
it's super tribal in the gay community.
it very is, and that's what's kind of upsetting, is that they have their own tribes, but we don't need to be divided within an already divided culture.
Right. No, that makes sense.
To be divided against yourself in itself is self-destruction.
Yes.
And with self-destruction brings hate.
Do you think that oppression and forced, kind of like forced to hide your identity and that oppression is what led to such tribalism? That makes it so hard
Ooh,
to
that's a good question.
to
I like it.
overcome and
Yeah.
to unify.
Oh, okay. So you're saying to hide the gay, you have to build up this facade and this wall, and that's what brought up the masculinity and femininity division.
Yeah, like the forced forcing people to refuse who they are. Once they finally, are able to express that, it's almost in a hyper tribal kind of way.
It kind of is, but it's also if you don't love yourself, you're gonna divide yourself. So it's not so much forcing, it's you realizing that you don't want to do it, so you're gonna put up this wall, you're gonna put up this facade, and essentially, like I said, hate yourself because you don't want to be viewed as one of the gays. You want to be this macho man who, shout out to the Village people, who, yeah, it's literally just the self-hatred that's what's brought up the masculine tribe, so to speak.
But do you think that it's more that they don't hate themselves, that it's more they just want to fit within the confines of what society generally thinks a man should be?
That's exactly what it is. And it's they think that just because you're
Yeah.
gay, you can't be a man.
But I mean, is that really self-hate though? Why would you consider that self-hate? I'm not trying to challenge you. I'm just trying to ask.
I get it. No, because if you're hating the femininity aspect of it, you're hating your roots.
Sure.
You hate the Marsha P. Johnson. You know, you hate where everything started.
Right.
And that in itself is a form of self-hatred because you don't want to be what you are, but guess what? Plot twist, you're gay. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Literally buts about it.
No, that makes sense.
If...
Tons of butts.
Yeah, tons of butts. So to hate your roots is a form of self-hatred.
Sure. Yeah, I know. I can see that. I just had to ask the questions because,
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I know you're not challenging.
Yeah. No. Why are you gay, Joey? What the fuck?
Because when I sneezed, no one said "bless you" and the devil entered my body. That's why.
That's a good answer.
No, but we did immediately wash the countertop you sneezed on.
doused it with Lysol and burned it. We
Just holy water.
burned it.
That's funny. So going back to albums, Joey. So you already put on that one gentleman's name?
Omar Apollo.
Omar Apollo. What's your second one?
My second. Oh, I had one in mind and I lost it. Please hold. Father John Misty's a good
Oh,
one.
Father John Misty is really good.
Okay,
yes.
so I can tell that I'm naming things that you already know.
I've heard of Father
No,
John.
no,
Father John Misty. Yeah.
I know, but like music is like my passion. So like
Yeah.
obviously I would know it, but a lot of people don't know.
No, Father John Misty. His albums. I think it was Honey Bear that I first listened to. That really got me into him, and I was like, "This is new."
Yeah.
Like it's a man, and I go, "God, what is he gonna start singing about?" But then I realized like, he's a man, but he puts a lot of emotion into his
Yeah.
words and his depiction of things. His
Right.
literally when he talks and he sings, like I said before, it just transports you. You're in this realm of a different dimension, to me at least.
What do you see in this dimension?
I see pink elephants.
What do you
I see
smell?
leprechauns. I swear to God, sometimes I smell my grandmother's cooking.
Wow.
Like when I put into like this imagery, I smell my grandmother's cooking. I smell homemade tortillas.
That's
I,
interesting.
Taste.
I smell fresh cut grass. I taste tortillas. Like I literally envision my childhood.
Wow.
All because of Father John Misty.
All because just music in general.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he plays a part in it too. Don't get me wrong, but it's also just music in general that it just literally transports me, and I feel a kid again.
That's
I
interesting.
feel carefree. I feel like I don't got a care in the world.
I wonder how many people feel like you, because I personally don't.
If you're listening
but-
to this, hit me up on Twitter at this guy Joey and let me
Yeah.
know how you feel.
Yeah, plug it, please.
My Instagram too. I also
Yeah,
did
what's
I
your
tell you I have
Instagram?
an Instagram for my pet turtle.
Yes, you did tell me that. But if you
I
want to
did.
plug that too,
Instagram's the same as my Twitter at this guy Joey.
but
follow
what about the turtle one?
Oh, Pride the Turtle.
There you go.
Pride the turtle?
Pride the Turtle. Because we had a little sidebar. My dad was doing clean up the shot put pits over at the high school at Sheldon, and he found 2 baby turtles, and we came home and we named them Husky and Pride.
Okay.
And Husky ended up dying because I think he got clipped by the weed whacker, so he was a little, not right.
Yeah, that's shitty. That sucks.
But I mean, he wasn't like just dead floating in the tank. He was still kind of like moving, but then he wasn't doing a whole lot. So my dad took him and literally chucked him into the neighbor's next door pond.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
so
the
I'm hoping
fuck?
he survived somehow and wasn't eaten by the ducks.
That's shitty.
Jesus. The throw probably took him out.
Yeah.
I know the
Joe Senior's got a cannon.
the pure G-force of the whoo. But yeah, no.
I know, dude. He was a QB. So I
Yeah,
mean,
but yeah, plug those. Shameless plug.
Cool.
Also buy my book. No, I'm kidding.
buy Sloane's book.
If you guys had to put an autobiography out, what would the title be?
You already know the title. What was it? I came up with it the other day. Remember?
Wanna know mine?
I was with you when you.
I know,
came
wanna
up
know
with it.
mine?
Okay, what is yours?
Yikes! How the fuck did I get here?
That's a good one for you.
That's-
What about you, Quinn?
What's your autobiography title? Little sidebar again.
It wouldn't be a title, it'd just be a blank canvas. Like the Black Album from Metallica.
That's the stupidest shit.
Wow,
I've
that
ever
is a nice analogy, Quinn.
Nah, that's
Thank
hella
you.
dumb.
You're welcome, Marco. Your opinion is invalid.
It's hella valid.
It may be your podcast, but that's an invalid opinion.
No, it's very
No,
valid.
it's a valid opinion. It's just an asshole one to have.
it's
I'm
just
sorry,
the wrong
but-
one.
I'm sorry.
it
but-
wouldn't be black. It wouldn't be black. It would be.
Why I gotta be black?
It would
Yeah, what would it be?
Fuchsia? Would it be magenta, lilac?
No, it'd be like a deep
A red wine.
Mariana's Trench blue.
What? Is that blue?
At the center-
Okay, yeah.
at-
that's
Yeah, you
blue.
know, when you
that-
go-
yeah.
yeah.
So blue at the center, it almost looks like a pulsing purple.
Ooh, that's a nice one. I'm thinking of my grandmother's cooking now.
Like, I'm there. 1967.
Picture it, Sicily, 1972.
Dallas,
I think I
1962.
clipped the mic by
No,
accident.
you're
Third
fine.
floor of the observatory.
Jesus. Meanwhile,
I'm there
at the
with Lee
Super
Harvey Oswald.
At the Super Friends Santa
Lee Harvey
Tour.
Oswald, I'm not about to shoot the president.
So to give my second artist, I'll just go with through my next two because we're kind of running a little long. So you're next, Quinn. Shut the fuck up. So my next two, I got to give it to my guys at Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
What the fuck?
I know. The name is fucking weird.
That name sounds like Blood on the Dance Floor and like
Oh
all
my
that
God.
emo shit.
Oh no, it's not like that at all. That's the thing. It's
What was
not.
it again? Pink Pussy Surprise?
Shut the fuck up. Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
Okay, Pink Pussy Surprise.
No,
it's the same
no,
thing.
it's not. But
Meow 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 meow
shut
meow
the
meow
fuck
meow
up.
meow.
Dude, no, their music's really good. I've only been listening to them for maybe like 2 months now, and I'm gonna go see them in Oakland in June, and I'm really pumped for it. It's gonna be awesome.
Pumped like a balloon.
And they're like a indie band that predominantly uses a lot of like acoustic sounds, but they're able to fill up the sonic space very
Sonic speed.
the sonic space. Very
Blue Hedgehog space.
shut
Sonic
the
space.
fuck up. No, they're just able to fill up the space very well. Make it very full. The lead singer is amazing, and I think you all should check them out. I believe they're a 5-piece as well. Same with Slow Dive. And then my second band, I'm seeing them in May. And if you haven't listened to them before, they're Emo Legends, American Football, not the sport, but the actual band, American Football. Everyone I've talked about I've talked about this band with, has told me, oh yeah, like I like the Raiders or I like this fucking 49ers. I'm like, no, I'm talking about the band. I'm not talking about the
Well,
fucking
what
sport.
kind of band would name themselves American Football and not expect people to go about actual American football?
Because
like that's just a
Trying to get a bunch of hits on
that's
Sundays.
just a dumbass move. in
No,
my
because
opinion.
look,
Anytime
no,
hashtags
shut
American
the
football,
no.
they just pop
they
up.
get
No.
1 penny for a royalty check.
No, because if you know, you know. That's
What
why.
the fuck does that mean?
If you know, you know.
If
You know.
the
know
more
band.
you know. Na, 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 na.
We don't know, I guess. What do we? How can we find out?
Well,
Enlighten us, please.
Well, you go on YouTube, you go on Spotify, you go on Bandcamp. They got iTunes if you
this
still
one
use
time
that.
at Bandcamp.
Shut the fuck.
What kind? How would you describe their music?
American Football is like early indie slash like post punk emo stuff. They're very jazzy. Surprisingly, they're not. People think emo and they also think of like screaming in their music. But
Oh God, I hate that.
There's no screaming in their music. Obviously, like it's super chill, sad. Yes. Chill.
Hashtag
yes.
Make America Sad Again.
Hashtag Make America Sad Again. Yes, sir. So
Ma'am to you.
okay, sure. But that's all I can really say about them. They're really jazzy. They use a lot of interesting time signatures. Really cool stuff.
Like
They
4/4 time and whatnot.
yeah, but like more like they use like 5/6 and
Yeah.
shit, like crazy stuff.
Like
And-
a two-step.
Yeah. Okay. God.
Let me see you.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I don't know nothing about music.
Right. Apparently.
Well,
So yeah. So those are my two. Rainbow Kitten Surprise and American Football. I'm really excited to see them later on in the next couple months.
I'm sorry, does Rainbow Kitten Surprise?
I know.
just,
No,
like-
their name is super funny. It's
So it
super
sounds like
funny.
something like a teenage girl would name her first band.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, we're Teenage Kitten Surprise, and we're here to fuck you up.
It's Rain. What the fuck was that?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you guys are gonna you guys are about to eat your words when you hear them because they're fucking great. You guys
I got
will
a
look like them.
question.
Well, I'm
concerning
full, so I'm not eating anything.
I
Thank
got a
you.
question concerning kind of
American football.
adjacently.
Rams draft.
How do you feel about Sacramento maybe getting an MLS team?
How is that
Don't we
relating?
have? Oh, we have Sac
American
Republic,
football.
but
Okay, all right. Okay.
that's football.
All right. Quickly, I'm excited for it. And
I'm just curious.
It most likely is going to happen, and I'm happy about it. I'm excited to see it. I hope that stadium populates up and it grows, and I really hope that they get to play somewhere other than Cal Expo because that place is a fucking dump. I'm sorry, but that place
Dude,
sucks.
even the state fair there sucks.
No, yeah, the
I'm
state
sorry.
fair is shitty. I haven't been there since I was like 13. Fuck that. Like, if they can get their own stadium and they get the funding
Someone's
for
passionate.
it. No, dude, because I love Sacramento and I really want them to have their own sports teams. So, and I'm a huge fan of sports. So, yeah, obviously I want them to come
And yet,
through.
He loves
my favorite
balls.
team will be Boston.
Oh, fuck you. The Celtics aren't even my favorite team. The A's are my favorite team, and then the Raiders, and then Celtics. So, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. But anyways, second band from you, Quinn, or group,
Second and
or
third.
second and
Second
third.
and
Just
third.
go through it.
I'm gonna go the Dead South. and Shovels and Rope. Two
What the
bands you need
fuck?
to know.
What are those?
Bands, Marco.
Shovels and Rope.
I know, but like, what are they?
Shovels and
Don't
Rope.
yell at me.
I'd say they're kind of like a folkish. I don't know, folkish rock.
Like a Mumford and Sons?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They feel way more authentic.
Like Iron and Wine?
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
Iron and Wine's a good band.
Yeah, Iron and Wine's fucking awesome.
Civil
And
Wars is good too.
My
Yes.
other band would be the Dead South.
What
which
are they?
is very similar, just Shovels and Rope.
Are they like the Alive North?
If you like kind of like a bluesy folk rock, then you'd like that.
Oh, okay.
I will give both of those a listen for sure. That sounds really interesting, Quinn.
I can sense the sarcasm in your voice, Marco.
I know.
Wow, those sounds interesting. I'll give those a listen.
Why
Not.
don't you go back to being boring, bitch?
Yeah,
Nah.
by the way, to anyone who
He's
said
not
that Quinn
boring.
was boring,
He's not
Quinn's
boring.
not boring. He's actually very entertaining
Look.
if you got to know him, you fucks.
Look, it was my first podcast. I made him talk about himself. He doesn't like talking about himself. Come to find out, it was my mistake. So go fuck yourself.
Hey, it's a learning experience. And
Yeah,
guess what?
exactly.
And guess what?
Who gives a shit?
That's the game.
That's
That's the game.
my man
Um,
Santiago.
What
it's
would
okay, just sleep with one eye open.
one-eyed?
Sleep with your one eye out.
Quinn. Not
All right.
right now.
And quickly, what's your
my
next
third
one? Your
one.
last one.
My last one. I don't know if people listen to them, but Maisie Star. I always like listening to Maisie Star.
Mazzy,
yeah, Mazzy Star.
Dude, Mazzy Star's fucking great. I love Mazzy
Yeah.
Star.
That's another one where it's just like I'm not saying a psychedelic trip, but I just flow. Like when I hear "Look On Down from the Bridge," I think is what it is.
Yeah. Salvador Dali painting. You
Yes,
just flow.
that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like everything's just melting away.
Yeah.
And cares are out the fucking window, and I
Uh-huh.
couldn't give two shits about anything. And then the song ends, and I go, "Fuck! I got work in 3 minutes."
Wow, it's a long song then.
It's not, but
It's a hard life, but you gotta wake up anyway.
Look, if you like Mazzy Star, then you definitely would like Slow Dive. Like they
Okay.
are very similar in their styles, except Slow Dive uses a lot more effects and a lot more of
like laser sounds. Pew,
No,
pew.
no, what?
Like
No,
soundboarded.
no. Jesus Christ, you guys don't know any. No, like reverb and like flanger and phasers and all that shit.
Reverb.
Have you guys heard of the band Depeche Mode?
Oh my. Yes,
Yes.
I have. Yes, I have.
I think you'd.
Your own
I think.
personal Jesus.
So you guys are familiar.
Yes.
I think you'd really like them.
Yes.
Like Depeche Mode?
I like Depeche.
Yes, I like Depeche
Yeah, I
Mode.
like Depeche
Oh,
Mode.
okay, cool.
Thanks, Quinn, for that enlightenment there,
Okay,
buddy.
well, I think that's all the time we got. So
Aw.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Aw.
Thank you.
Damn it!
Thank you, Joey, for being an amazing guest.
Thanks for
Love
having
you.
me.
Quinn, thank you for coming on for the
I
second
loved
time in a
being
row.
here.
Maybe we'll have you both on for the second one, and we'll see.
The third one.
Or the shit, yeah, the third one.
Wow,
And
have another beer there, Marco.
we only had one.
Please don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. Make sure to get STD checked regularly. And licking doorknobs on other planets is illegal.
And most importantly,
Okay.
of course, remember to recycle
And wipe front to back.
and fuck plastic bottles.
Fuck you. And yeah, that's all the time we have. I'll see you guys at some point, maybe like in a week and a half. So have a great day. Bye.